If you're relieved by the results of the election, I think most of us know, like, this isn't over. I'm with you. I'm relieved by the election. Clearly not everyone is. But for those of you who are relieved by the election, I have several things that we should be thinking about. Okay, I know there were a lot of different reasons for voting for Trump. Some of them are in the I don't really love him, but I'm not going to support that, so I'm going to vote for him. We have his policies prove himself. We have that. We have the group that bows down and kind of worships him. We're all across the board. Okay. So what do we need to think about? One, if you were praying for our nation, we must not forget to praise our God for giving us another chance. And keep praying. There are lots of things to keep praying for, and I think we all know that. We cannot become complacent. Yes. So there's that. Next, we need to learn how to talk to people, okay? When I'm mad at you and you're mad at me and we have different views and we're just like spewing angry information at each other, is anyone going to learn anything from that? No, not at all. So we need to be kind and we need to learn to talk to people about things and help people to, one of my biggest things, if you listen along, one of my biggest things is where do we get our information from? So I feel like something, we can talk to people about like, I'm curious about like why you feel that way. Could you explain some more of that to me? Even if inside you want to like scream and yell and be like, you are living in the dark. Like, what is wrong with you? How do you not know what's going on? Or like, I get it. Okay. But that is not going to accomplish anything. So ask people where they get their information from. Ask them to explain why they feel that way. Maybe if you ask some questions and open up the door for them to talk, maybe you can share some information as well. I am trying to share things in my videos that can like give you starting point for like how to talk to people, and I don't know. I'm not an expert and I'm practicing this out too, but there are forces in this nation. I've said this several times. The person who voted differently than us is not the enemy. The enemy is the billionaires and corporations and foreign nations sending millions and millions of dollars into our media, into various places, these crazy extremist groups that are working to divide us, okay? So we have to remember that just because somebody voted the other way and they may not understand what's going on in the world around them, they are not the enemy, and we have to help them understand, okay? We need to grow the group of people who see and understand what's going on in this world. Next, 3. We need to be ready for a rebrand of the other side. Rebrand. Okay, clearly America spoke. We're not interested in what you have to offer at this point in time. They're going to rebrand themselves. It's going to come back in a different form, a different pretty picture after 4 more years of mainstream media spewing nothing but nonsense about how much they hate Donald Trump. People are it's going to be like 4 years ago, except Trump won't be running again. Somebody else will be. And people are very likely going to be ready for something new and different. Maybe not. I don't know what the next 4 years are going to look like. But we all need to be ready for a rebrand, for a new pretty makeup job on what the other side has to offer, okay? It's not going to go away, but chances are it's going to look different with the same behind the scenes goals. Be ready for a rebrand. Last but not least, this is something we're going to talk about in future videos. We need to vote every day with our attention and our dollars. 1, where do we spend our time? Because where we spend our time votes with money, votes with dollars. If we spend our time on social media platforms that do not support freedom and the causes that you and I support, we need to turn those off and we need to find new ones. I stopped looking at social media several years ago. I try to look and reply to comments some, but like I don't look at it. They don't support what I support, and I'm not going to earn money for them. Every time I'm scrolling and I'm seeing an ad, I'm earning money for them. I'm not handing them money, but I'm earning money for them. Turn it off. Turn on things that support the same causes you and I do. Same thing with our money, how we actually spend our dollars, our banks, where we do our shopping, what TV streaming services we have. We will get into this more later, okay? We have all supported these radical initiatives trying to tear our nation apart. We have all done it by shopping at this store or this online place that sends us stuff really fast and we love it. Yeah, I stopped shopping with them several years ago because they don't support what I support either. We have really, really been trying to start supporting companies more that support the things we do. It's really hard to find out sometimes what these companies are doing, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in some future videos. If we would stop handing our dollars to the companies and the people that are supporting this craziness, I think most of it would just go away. If we would turn off the media that's supporting it and stop handing our dollars to the companies that are supporting it, most of it would go away, I believe. Okay. I made a big list of places I like to get information when I was talking about to people, trying to educate people, help people, start conversations, listen, try and understand why they see the other view. Nobody's gonna, okay, so, but if we're educated, if we have more talking points, if we're listening to people who know how to respond to these things, that's gonna help us know how to talk back. So here's a big list of places. I listen to some of these more than others. A lot of them, honestly, are new to me. I believe these are all good places to get good information. Charlie Kirk, America's Real Voice, The World and Everything in It, The Blaze, Allie Beth Stuckey, Glenn Beck, Tucker Carlson, One American News Network, Epic Times, The Federalist, X, Rumble, PragerU, Newsmax, Hillsdale College, Victory News. That's a big list. That's what I have for us to think about. This is not over. We have a lot of work to do to get our nation back to a somewhat stable place where we don't all hate each other. And again, it's not that we hate each other. It's that all these messages coming at us are being aimed to divide us. We need to stand together. We need to talk to each other. We need to support the companies and the people that support freedom and support what we believe. We'll talk more about it later.